Something incredible is happening. There's a buzz in the air. Our wings are spreading. In our most ambitious initiative ever. Get ready, because Lyoness is going to change the world again. And in the great American spirit, it's going to be big. Announcing Lyoness America. Our new U.S. team is creating the foundation that will not only blast open one of our largest profit-driving markets to date, but the innovations happening here will take Lyoness worldwide to new heights. And it's all happening right now. Lyoness America has already contracted with hundreds of U.S. retailers to participate in online shopping. And it's all because of a simple idea that is changing the world. Money back with every purchase. In Cancun, Mexico, the global community of Lyoness came to celebrate the establishment of Lyoness America.
I know that the Americans will like this program, will like Lyoness. We have more than 2 million people in Europe who are very successful with this program, but the Americans are the real shoppers and the most powerful networkers in life.
Lyoness has a winning formula that is changing the world. America, with its unique blend of people from every country in the world, is known for its compassion. The Child and Family Foundation is the heartbeat of Lyoness.
And that human connection is what is going to make Lyoness so spectacular on a global level.
We are creating
It's a major opportunity for anybody that's interested in changing what they're doing now.
And we are now here in the Americas.
America is going to love Lyoness.
Lyoness!
Together,
Together, we are strong.
Are you going shopping today? Or did you go shopping yesterday? Shopping is part of everyday life, and occasionally we might like to treat ourselves to something nice. Everyone loves a bargain. Therefore, numerous stores attract customers with loyalty cards. Some offer points, discounts, or who knows what. Are the perks they offer really interesting to you? What would it be like if there were one card that allowed you to benefit from countless loyalty merchants? Now, there is, free of charge and with no strings attached. The Lyoness Cashback Card. With this cashback card, you don't collect any stars, butterflies, or points, just cash. With Lyoness, you get money back with every purchase made at a loyalty merchant, paid to you every week. This can add up to several $100s a year. For example, on Wednesday you buy a pair of shoes. Afterwards, you treat yourself to a coffee mocha. On Thursday, you go for a drive. And on Friday, you shop for a family party. Every time before you pay, show your Lyoness card at the checkout counter. The following Tuesday, you will receive a text message from Lyoness stating, Lyoness is transferring part of your purchase amount into your personal bank account.
Welcome to Lyoness. We're excited to share with you the most unique and powerful business idea ever created. More than 3 million people in over 40 countries are already part of this, and by the end of our short introduction, you'll understand why we're going to 350 million members within the next few years. When you leave this presentation, you'll have a completely different view of spending money. If it used to hurt, it'll make you smile. If it didn't matter, it'll now make a powerful difference. Believe it or not, our members are actually excited about their daily expenses. My name is Kim Simsby, and my wife Sherry and I have one of the fastest growing Lyoness businesses worldwide. In the next few minutes, I'll show you not only how you can turn your own expenses into income, but more importantly, how you can get paid every time others shop all over the world. Now, the idea with Lyoness is very simple. money back with every purchase. But I'm not just talking about frivolous spending or luxury items. I'm talking about everyday necessities, your groceries, your gas, clothing, household items, kids' activities, travel, etc., etc. Lyoness today is, in fact, the largest global shopping community. You can shop both online and offline, and every single week you get real cash deposited into your own bank account. Last but not least, a very powerful vision of giving back. So where can we shop? Well, are you already spending money at some of these places? BP Arco gas stations, ExxonMobil, Chevron, Walmart, Home Depot, Outback Steakhouse, Sears, CVS Pharmacy. Maybe you need a new Mercedes. This is obviously just the tip of the iceberg. Just in the United States alone, we have over 26 million products and services that you can access through your Lyoness membership. And for our neighbors to the north, if you're tuning in from Canada, how about Petro-Canada, Canadian Tire, the Bay, Loblaws? Just as impressive there, obviously, as it is here. And best of all, you can feel good about knowing that with every single purchase that you run through your Lyoness membership, a percentage of that will be donated to our nonprofit foundations. Our Child and Family Foundation is designed to create educational programs or schools right around the world. We have over 30 projects in the works right now. Greenfinity is basically here to help us all clean up the environment. Few highlights about Lyoness. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary. So you're not part of somebody's test here. This is very established overseas in Europe. Hundreds of millions of dollars of transactions have already run through this system. We're fairly new to North America. We already have launched our very own global television network, over 150,000 points of acceptance, 160 million products and services are accessible on a worldwide basis. And as I said before, 3 million members currently. Now, while that might sound like a lot, you'll understand in just a moment why we haven't even scratched the surface yet. Over 1,000 employees, and probably the most exciting thing for all of us, it costs you absolutely nothing to join. There's no sign-up fee, no monthly minimum, no auto ship, no annual renewals, nothing. You just enroll as a free member. You use your Lyoness membership when you want, how you want, wherever you want, all over the world. We're currently in over 40 countries. As I said, we started in Europe, created a massive infrastructure, then came to the Americas just a couple of years ago. We're now throughout North, Central, South America. We're in South Africa. We're in Australia, just starting our expansion into the Asia Pacific. And the vision of Lyoness is to establish the cashback card as the most frequently used and strongest benefits program worldwide. So what's in it for you? How does this actually work? Well, let's take a look at what we call the Lyoness shopping cycle. If you look at the relationship between us as customers or members, if you will, and the retail store owners, we refer to them as loyalty merchants. That relationship is really nothing new, right? It goes back to the beginning of time, and there's always been a little bit of friction there. When you and I go shopping, what are we looking for? We all want the lowest price, the highest discount, the best deal we can get, right? The person that owns the store, what do they want? They want more customers and higher profits. Well, obviously, those two things don't go hand in hand. By inserting Lyoness in the middle of this process, that's where the magic happens. You see, we'll go to these loyalty merchants and we'll negotiate a discount. Now, it doesn't matter if Lyoness, they've negotiated 4% or 40%. Regardless of what the amount is, the company will always keep just a small administrative fee, and the rest of the money they're going to send back to you and I in form of all of these benefits that we're going to be looking at. So why would you want to consider becoming a Lyoness member? Well, it's very simple. If it costs you nothing to join, and every time you use your membership, you get money back with every purchase. Obviously, that's pretty simple, right? You can also refer other members. Every time they use their membership anywhere in the world, you get paid. If you know some of the local merchants in your town, maybe the local hair salon, nail salon, car repair shop, dry cleaner, mom and pop restaurant, you introduce them to Lyoness. If they get involved, the entire store goes into your shopping network and you can benefit from the volume. What's in it for the merchants? Why would they want to participate in this? Well, we can help increase their revenues, we can reduce their expenses, and we can give them massive global leverage. Well, what does that mean? Once they're set up as a Lyoness merchant, there is no fee for them ever except when a transaction takes place. That's got to be a small business owner's dream. If we can bring them tons of new loyal customers, they can drastically reduce their advertising budget. But that's only half the story. Here's the other half. Mr. Restaurant owner, how would you like to make money on your customers when they do not eat in your restaurant? Well, how does that work? Let's say I go have lunch in your restaurant. The waitress comes over with the bill, and she says, by the way, are you part of our global loyalty program? She tells me a little bit about Lyoness. I sign up for free. Yeah, you're going to have to give me a little bit of cash back. Big deal. Here's what's exciting for you. I now leave your restaurant, drive down the street, run my car through the local car wash that's part of Lyoness. You, Mr. Restaurant owner, you get paid. I take my wife on vacation in Europe. We stay at a Hyatt. We rent a car, go out for dinner. I buy a new suit. We've learned how to shop smart, so we do it through Lyoness Loyalty Merchants. You're sitting back in the U.S. running your restaurant. You get paid. This is networking on steroids for the small business community, and that is why it is exploding on a global basis. So let's take a look at how do we shop and how does the money work. We got 4 different ways we can shop. We have the physical cashback card, which you're going to receive in the mail. We have the mobile app, which you can go download on your smartphone as soon as we're done with this overview. We have gift cards, and we have online shopping. Regardless of which of these 4 options you choose, it's very simple. At the point of sale, you actually pay the same amount of money as if you were not a Lyoness member, so it's not an upfront discount. But here's the difference. Immediately, you're going to get a text message on your phone letting you know that 1 to 2% of that purchase price that you paid for your shoes or your groceries or your gas or whatever is going to be deposited right into your bank account. The person that referred you and the person that referred them, they will each get a 0.5% friendship bonus. The remaining discount or additional loyalty benefits is deposited into your loyalty account. Now, this loyalty account is where all the magic happens. As a matter of fact, for my wife and I, our very first month with Lyoness, we made $10 in cash back. We made $10 in friendship bonuses. We earned thousands of dollars in loyalty commissions. And this is the one part that completely separates Lyoness from any other loyalty program anywhere on the planet. Let's take a look at a couple of quick examples here. Let's say you need a new couch. And by the way, that's all this is, an example. We could just as easily be talking about you buying groceries, you pumping gas, sending flowers to your mom on her birthday, taking your spouse out for dinner. It all works the same way. But in this case, you need a new couch. It costs $1,200. Lyoness have negotiated an 8% discount. 2% or $24 will be deposited into your bank account. A half and a half will go to the people that referred you. So in this particular example, we have how much left over? 5% or $60, which is deposited into your loyalty account. Now let's say you need some new clothes. You go buy $750 worth of clothes. In this particular merchant, Lyoness have negotiated a 5% discount. 2% goes into your bank account. A half and a half go to the people that referred you. So in this particular example, we got another 2% or $15 left over that is now deposited into your loyalty account. Every time that loyalty account hits $75 or has accumulated $75, Lyoness will give you an accounting unit or a shopping unit. You're going to learn to love these things. These are like gold because they can become income-producing entities within the Lyoness loyalty system. So here's what happens. This shopping unit that was given to you for free for doing what? Just shopping, right? Buying gas and groceries and everything else, airline tickets, hotel rooms, all the stuff you normally buy, that now starts an accounting program within Lyoness. Now, if it works for you, do you think maybe that you would want to share this with other people? Well, possibly, right? So you share it with your mother, your brother, your coworker, your friend, and so on and so forth. They like it. They sign up for free. They redirect their purchases. Why not? They got nothing to lose. And your accounting program now starts to fill up with all of these accounting units or shopping units. Here's what's neat about this. Once your system has accumulated a total of 70 units behind yours, so 70 units over here from your shopping and other people's shopping, 35, plus 35, then Lyoness will pay you $675. But you know what's amazing? There is no limit to how many times you can earn $675. Every time your units, they accumulate 70 units behind them, then Lyoness will pay out $675. And that goes to infinity. This is true perpetual motion, meaning it's a cycle that can never end. Now, obviously, I'm only giving you the highlights here. The other part of Lyoness is for those of you that may be interested in not only shopping and benefiting, referring a few people, but you may want to build teams locally, nationally, and internationally, and you can participate in what we call the Lyoness career level incomes or career level bonuses, the volume commission and the volume bonus. As you start building teams, you start creating career points, 100 points, 200 points, 500 points. Where do we get these points from? Every $75 shopping unit that is created within your shopping network is worth 1 point in this part of the Lyoness compensation program. So let's say you and your team, in 1 month, you've generated 500 points. You're now eligible to earn $2.812 per point above and beyond what we just looked at, as well as getting a guaranteed monthly volume bonus. Now, the volume bonus is only one of a total of 10 sources of income within Lyoness, and it ranges anywhere from $300 a month all the way up to $75,000 a month. Obviously, a very, very substantial income opportunity. But you know what's really exciting? You don't have to take my word for it. What's in front of you on the screen is the official U.S. income disclosure statement for 2012. The person that invited you to listen to this, they will be more than happy to either hand you a copy or email you a copy so you can look at all the details. And I'm totally aware that you can't see the fine print here, so I've actually taken the liberty to blow it up for you. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details. As I said, you can get a copy of this, but I do want to point out a couple of things that I believe are pretty darn impressive. The first one, if you look at this, 86% of our members in the United States are just shopping members. They're not here to build a career with Lyoness. Why should that excite you? Because you're building a business on a rock-solid foundation. 86% of our members are not here because they want to build a business, they're excited about making money or whatever. No, they're here because they're excited about the benefits that the membership gives them. Some of them have earned as much as $3,675 in 1 calendar year. Do you think these people are going to stop shopping through Lyoness? Obviously not. We got people that have reached just the first rank in our compensation program that have made as much as $22,000 in annual income, all the way up to $368,000, and it's taken these people an average of 11 months to accomplish that. Absolutely unheard of. No comparison. There is nothing like this anywhere in the world today. I want to thank you for tuning in. And I want you to get back to the person who invited you. I'm going to give you, before we wrap it up, I'm going to give you a URL to a more detailed overview for those of you that want to know the specifics of kind of the bigger picture, the flow of the money. But I want to leave you with this information. Lyoness is big, very, very big. What you're looking at on your screen is what we call Sensation in Vienna from last year. 15,000 people from all over the world gathered together to learn about the future expansion plans of Lyoness on a global scale. Where we're at today from a timing standpoint very much reminds me of the United States in the 1950s. At that time, we did not have credit cards like we do today. We had department store cards, but you could only use this one card in this one store. Like you had one card for J.C. Penney's, you had one card for Montgomery Ward's. Most of you can probably remember that, right? Then this young bank trainee came up with this brilliant idea. He said, what if there was just one card that we could use everywhere? In the late 1950s, the very first credit card was launched here in the U.S. It was called Bank AmeriCard. Do you know what that's called today? It's called Visa. What I've shared with you in this last little while, in my humble opinion, has the very real potential to be as big to the cashback loyalty industry that Visa has become to the credit industry. You just happen to have found out about this before anybody else in your town, they even know we exist. So do yourself a favor, get with the person who invited you, have them set you up with your free membership.